Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I'm going to be showing you how to build your own automated meeting recap assistant. For this, I'm going to be using Fireflies. It is a third-party application that basically joins all of your meetings. It could be on Zoom, Google Meet, or Teams. It integrates with all of them, and it joins basically as a virtual person that listens to all of the audio that was said within your meeting. Then the audio gets transcribed, and we can then use that transcribed audio to send into our workflow. And from here, we then go ahead, get the transcript, and process it using AI to then extract the key points that was said during the meeting and upload the key points into Notion. And we're going to do that by creating a page. So let's go ahead and actually test this out. So first, what I'm just going to do is normally, you would just go ahead, click over here and click Add to Live Meeting, which you would then provide the URL of your meeting. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and use this audio recording that I created. And now it's just going to go ahead and add that. Let's just make sure it's working. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So now I'm just going to go ahead, click Upload, and make sure that my workflow is running. So now it's going to go ahead and transcribe that audio. As you can see over here, it's processing the transcript. And this can take a few seconds, up to a minute. And then it's going to send all that information to our webhook. So then we're going to make an API request. So I'll walk you through how that works. First, what we need is the endpoint URL. Then what you need is your authorization. So what you're going to do is for the name, type in authorization, and then bearer space, and then get your API token. Lastly, it's not like a typical REST API. For this, you need to know how to query it. So you can just go ahead and copy the exact same thing that I have listed over here. So once this is done, it will then go ahead and send all that, and we'll be able to get the list of meeting participants that were in it. In this case, though, it probably won't show it since this is just an audio recording, but then we can get the list of the text that was said within there. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see, it actually went ahead and executed the workflow. So once this is done, we can go ahead and take a look step by step. Perfect. All right, so the only thing that we actually need from this webhook is just the meeting ID. That's it. Everything else you can ignore. As you saw from the API request I showed you just a second ago, inside the query parameters, all you need is the meeting ID from here. Now over here for the name, they have transcript ID. It's the same thing. I don't know why they use meeting ID, but then expect to have transcript ID. Very weird terminology, but doesn't matter. Now, as you can see over here, we have the transcript ID, and then this is the title. This is just the file that I uploaded. But now you can actually see over here that we have all of the text that was said within our meeting. So the thing here that we're doing is we're just splitting out all of that text, and we're going to aggregate all of that into one single output. So you can see over here that it likes to separate it based on timestamps. If you are familiar with YouTube transcripts, it basically operates the exact same way. So that's why I have this split out node over here, and then we aggregate all of the text from before and put it into one single output. Then over here, I'm just extracting the meeting duration. Now here it's just 1 minute. It just does it to the nearest minute. Now this will probably matter a lot more for longer meetings, but I thought I would just include it. So then I'm going to feed it all into AI, and the way that I like to do it is I like to have a system prompt. This is just how the AI identifies as, and then I have a user prompt, and these are the instructions that I give it. So you can take a quick look at this. Feel free to pause the video if you would like to read over all of this. However, I'm basically asking it to extract the key points and separate it into the following sections over here, like meeting agenda, meeting summary, and then getting it to output in a JSON format with these key points. And then over here, I just have some rules for it to follow. Then lastly, we have the Notion block over here. Now this just goes ahead and creates a new page inside our meeting transcripts page over here. And I basically give it the title, which I just say is meeting, and then the date of the meeting. Then I go ahead and give it the duration so you can see how long the meeting was. And then I feed in all the parameters that we got from the AI. So why don't we go ahead and actually take a look at Notion. So let's go ahead. You can see we have a new meeting transcript over here. And you can see we have the meeting date, we have the meeting duration, and then we have the agenda, and this was generated from the AI, the meeting summary, the sentiment, and then the key decisions. So this is how you can quickly set up your own meeting recap assistant. Now, if you're curious on how to actually set this up on Fireflies, I'll be showing you that right now. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come over to Fireflies, create an account, come over to settings, and then come over to developer settings. So you can see over here that you have the webhook section. So you're going to get the webhook from n8n, feed it into here. Make sure you have this transcript completed toggled on. Very important. Then lastly, you're going to get your API key. So that was the bearer token that I showed you in the HTTP request block. So you're going to want to copy that and then paste it in there. And then just save this, and voila, you have set up everything that you need to do on Fireflies, as well as integrating your meeting software, whether you're using Teams or Google Meet. But that's basically everything that you need to know. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.